Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there was a man named Sam. By all appearances, Sam was doing fine. He had a decent job, friends, and a comfortable apartment. But deep down, he felt something missing. Every day felt the same, and his heart was heavy with the weight of lost dreams and unfulfilled potential. He knew he wanted more but didn't know where to begin. One evening, after another long day at work, Sam looked around his apartment and felt an overwhelming urge to change. He decided to write down every regret, every wish, every dream he had ever buried. As the pages filled, he realized he had let his life drift from what he truly wanted. He felt a powerful need to restart, to create a life that he'd be proud of, one that filled him with purpose and joy. The very next day, Sam took his first step. He woke up an hour earlier than usual and went for a jog in the nearby park. He hadn't exercised in years, but with every stride, he felt a little more alive. He made a promise to himself that morning: he would restart his life, one small step at a time. The first area Sam tackled was his environment. He spent an entire weekend decluttering his apartment, getting rid of old clothes, gadgets, and books that no longer served him. He created a space that felt open and fresh, a blank slate for his new life. The physical change gave him a boost, and he found it easier to imagine changes in other areas too. Sam also started paying closer attention to his health. He switched out his late-night takeouts for simple home-cooked meals, and within weeks, he felt his energy improving. He had more strength, more clarity, and a newfound excitement to take on each day. But the real transformation began when Sam confronted the parts of himself he'd long ignored. He started practicing self-awareness, journaling every night about his thoughts and feelings. Through this, he realized that he had let fear and comfort guide too many of his choices. He had avoided risks because he feared failure. Now, he resolved to take calculated risks, starting with pursuing a long-forgotten dream of becoming a writer. It wasn't easy. Some nights, he doubted himself. But he kept showing up at his desk, typing out story ideas, practicing, and learning from each attempt. The words didn't flow at first, but over time, they began to come naturally. Sam felt the thrill of creating, the spark that had been missing from his life for so long. Sam's life didn't change overnight, but with each small choice, he found himself transforming. He let go of past resentments, forgave himself for his mistakes, and even reached out to old friends he hadn't spoken to in years. His relationships deepened, and he felt a greater connection with those around him. One day, Sam was invited to speak at a local event about his journey. Nervously, he accepted, standing in front of an audience to share his story of restarting his life. As he looked out at the crowd, he realized how far he had come from the man who felt trapped in his own life. He was living his dreams, not by some magical change, but by consistently choosing growth over comfort, courage over fear, and authenticity over conformity. In his heart, Sam knew he had truly restarted his life. And for the first time, he was exactly where he wanted to be.